Most people fail to break bad habits and addictions because they rely on motivation. They assume that willpower is enough to overcome addictions and bad habits, but it is not the case. According to ancient Japanese thought, the goal isn't to fight bad habits, it is to make them unnecessary. To achieve this, they developed a system of principles designed to break addictions. The first principle is Kaizen. Quitting a bad habit at once does not work. If you try to stop smoking, cut out junk food, or stop scrolling on your phone all at once, chances are you'll fail quickly and fall back into old habits. This is where Kaizen comes in, which means continuous improvement. Rather than trying to quit a habit completely, you make tiny changes that gradually lead to lasting results. For example, instead of cutting out all coffee or energy drinks immediately, you might start by replacing 1 cup a day with water or herbal tea. Once that becomes routine, you gradually reduce another cup, and so on. Over time, your caffeine intake decreases without creating the stress. The second principle is Zanshin, which means continuous awareness. Most addictions or bad habits form because we do not focus on the triggers behind them. Zanshin is the practice of staying fully present and mindful of what you're doing. For example, if you're trying to reduce phone scrolling, you need to notice the urge to pick up your phone before it happens, and then pause to choose a different action. Over time, this awareness becomes automatic. The third principle is Ganbaru, which means to endure. Research shows that cravings usually peak within 3 to 5 minutes and then begin to decline, even if you don't act on them. For example, if you're trying to reduce sugar, you might feel a sudden urge to grab a candy or chocolate. Most urges are temporary spikes. By simply noticing the craving and waiting it out, you can often ride it out until it naturally subsides. Enduring the temporary discomfort is often enough to strengthen long-term self-control. The next principle is Seijaku, which means inner stillness. Many bad habits don't exist because we need them, but because we are uncomfortable with boredom. When the mind lacks stimulation, it looks for something to fill the gap, often through scrolling, snacking, or other compulsive behaviors. To develop Seijaku, practices like meditation are commonly used. One simple method is sitting quietly for a few minutes each day and focusing on your breathing without trying to control it. When thoughts or urges arise, you observe them without reacting, allowing them to pass on their own. This trains the mind to remain calm without external stimulation.